Alrighty, Roo, and cuckoo choo to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. I get to choose who's gonna come outside with me, and you know what? I'm gonna go with Day, because honestly, even if I weren't like always leaning with Day as the thing, it actually doesn't make sense to bring Day out there. Um, but it's Ingrid. Ingrid's the creepy thing. The axe murderer is not a thing, and if it is, then maybe Ingrid could help us. I don't know. So yeah. What are we doing here, Stella? We can't stop an axe murder. Who are we kidding? Why did we do this and not the guy who's 7 feet tall, a dinosaur with claws? It's like, you offered, fool. I offered first. You didn't have to agree to offer. I chose you because it's Ingrid. If it's not Ingrid, I mean, it was Ingrid that I saw in the thing. That's Ingrid. We gotta run through your fucking trauma, your problems. And if there's actually an axe murderer running around and it's completely real and all that shit, then Ingrid will probably help us just out of protecting you, just to do it. I do appreciate that somebody else fucking recognizes that there's a guy who's 7 feet tall and probably super strong and a dinosaur with claws. Like, that's nice that I'm not, like, we recognize that that's real. I don't know. Me neither. You picked a really strange time to act brave. I mean, everything I do is strange. So why'd you come with me? I just feel safer around you, I guess. Even though I'm small and helpless. Seriously, I am the least... Yeah. Jessica is a better survival partner. She's like, I'm leaving. And she didn't even, like, think twice about it. And it wasn't, like, an overly emotional reaction. It was just, like, fuck y'all. Like, I'm done. Yeah. I feel safer around you, too. See, it's a bonding experience. So that's it, then. We stick together. No matter what. I should have used that earlier when we were, like, the thing. You promise? I promise. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not gonna, like... The game will allow me. I'm definitely not gonna, like, bail on you. I'm not going anywhere. Whether it's the Ladle Ripper or a zombie, a big dog, I'm gonna have to poke fun at the Ladle. Yeah, no. I'll be there. Whether it's the Ladle Ripper's signature spicy barbecue sauce to fight it, or clean it up, or whatever. Wow, Stella. That's so sweet, spicy, funny. No, it's more like that's sort of like topically lame and sort of specific. And you ruined it. No, I didn't. Okay, ready? I'm now. Great, so what do we even do if we find the axe murderer? There is not. Scream? Cry? Beg for our lives? Okay, let's make some ground rules. If we see the murderer, we run, Stella. Yeah, that's what you said earlier. It's like we'll fucking bail. Great. The thing is, I am literally the worst at. Among everyone else, yeah, no, I have the shortest legs, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if my girl Stella ain't got like severe asthma. We are doomed. Rule number 2: if you can't keep up, we fly. That's right, you can fly, even though we have no evidence of that other than you saying that you can. Let's forget that. Because you never do it. I've never seen it happen. Really? I mean, they're right here on my back. Yeah, and I've used them how many times? Let's count it on my fingers. Oh, wait, we don't need a hand. We could use your large hoop earrings to represent it. A big old goose egg. 0 fucking times. A little late addition to the numerical symbols from our friends in Arabia. Yeah, but just because Fae have wings doesn't mean that they can fly. Right? What else would they be used for? I mean, they're pretty. Also, aren't Fae usually pretty small? You know, like, those wings make a lot more sense when you're small. Because the smaller you are, the more things make sense. Like, can you imagine how amazingly huge butterfly wings would have to be on a human being to actively work? Like, I watched something about butterflies and how the physics of it, and I was like, you guys are crazy. That's so much work, but it still works because they're small, and they're like, we don't have to fly like we're drunk all the time. We just, it's good to be evasive, but like, when you get real little, the smaller you get, the more the friction of the air is a thing, and it becomes less like a gas and more like a liquid. I don't know. Maybe they're just decorative. That's disrespectful. You think? And then I got the trophy urn, Flight of the Fae. You think Faes have wings for fashion? I mean, no. Just that you have evolved to a size. You're bigger than me. If I had those wings, they would be more useful. Is all I'm saying. Like, just based on the thing. They're not huge wings. I don't know how powerful they are, and you've already mentioned that you're not, like, super great at flying. No, like, I don't know. Sexual attraction. Nice. You know what? I'm no longer mad. It's like, you know, like, for it, that's actually a very solid reason. That's like, okay. Peacock. There's the peahen, which is the more plain of the species, and the peacock, which is the male, and they got those big ass tail feathers, and they can't fly too good. They use them, and people are like, oh well, you know, they fan those feathers out, and it's like a bunch. It's like 1,000 eyes. It's like they become like a biblically accurate angel, and they're like, be not afraid, but actually be afraid. And they can like shake them, and it's like kind of scary. Like, it's a bunch of eyes, and like that can be disorienting and frightening. But it's mostly to attract the peahen, and they do a little dance and all that stuff, and blah blah blah. That actually makes sense. They have sacrificed their ability to survive and limit their ability to fly for that. Like, and I like peacocks. Peacocks are cool. Because, like, that's a cool... but it's like, that is very much an evolutionary thing that does not benefit their personal individual survival. Like, it's like, the bigger, more amazing your plumage and tail, the harder it will be for you to fly. Because it just weighs a lot and does not help. So I guess using it for a defense makes sense, but sexual attraction makes sense. What? Peacocks do it. Don't fucking question me. I can feel my face getting red, and I really wish I had shut up, like yesterday. Just say, I find your wings attractive, and maybe that's just me, and I'm weird. Let's worry about the axe murderer, okay? But for some reason, I got a bad case of diarrhea of the mouth then. Like, you know, like how some birds do dances. See, thank you. Actually, a lot of birds do that. A lot of birds do dances. Birds are very dancy. They're all about Birds are weird. Avian creatures, they're all about like mates are like a big thing for avian creatures. Like there's a whole like yeah, no, other creatures have mating stuff and whatever, but like sometimes it's just like bullshit. Birds are like very personal a lot of the time. A lot of species. Or like a baboon has a really colorful butt. Also true, but I don't know if it's a good example because baboons, they like aren't like super like yeah no, they get around if I recall correctly. So my wings are like a baboon's ass. Damn it! See, foot and mouth. That's just. See, you should not have used baboon. Just forget it, okay? Let's focus on the fact that you can fly. That's really important to what's going on. Yeah, okay. See, I didn't do that on purpose. Wait, why don't you fly more often? It looks really silly. She's like, I don't have full control over it. And like butterflies fly this way or whatever. And they do it because it's like their choice. I don't choose. I run into stuff. I look like a moth that's like a drunk moth trying to get inside like a place, like with the glass pane in between us, and like there's like a light. It's like confused. Silly owl. It just does, okay? Fairy magic is really blah. I feel like it isn't, and that's like why your family is like the way they are to you and why you're so studious, is because maybe you just are weak in fairy magic. You're just not very fairy. You're very Canadianized. Normally I would say Americanized, but to get that point across, but I think it's more like fairy magic is actually quite powerful, and again, I'm not used to you guys being so big, but still, fae magic is powerful as fuck, but that doesn't mean that you have it that way. But you are still fae, so wait, are you just gonna fly away and leave me to die? No! She specifically stated earlier, she was like, we bail together. Okay, please don't laugh. Laugh? Why would I laugh? You can fly too. Are you like Tinkerbell? Like, can you fairy dust me and then I can just, like Peter Pan and shit? Like, cause I would be okay. I'm down with that. That's better than you having to carry me and not fly well. If you hold on my hand and say the magic words, oh no, it's an incantation. It's fairy magic and it's incantations, and I gotta make physical contact by holding your hands. I would have preferred the fairy dust, but then I still feel like we should practice that. But honestly, like that seems less beneficial than without practice than the Tinkerbell method, or you just physically carrying me because I'm a smaller person than you. Really? Really? So you're gonna tell me the magic words now, right? Or is that like some fairy secret? Really though? I know, right? Hyper dorky. No, but like really. Like, no, I said really. Be like, really tell me the fucking words. I will happily hold your hand. Is it going to be a problem that you're wearing gloves? Like, do I just sort of la la land with you? Like we just sort of float away? Or is it... I just feel like it makes more sense if either I got pixie dust. Okay, maybe Tinkerbell was actually a pixie. No, I think they interchanged those terms. But you know, flying as a result of that would be, more independently on me. And you just grabbing me and being like, hold on, and then saving me because you can fly would be. This is like something new. I'm trying to think of a version of. It doesn't matter. No, that sounds incredible. Incredibly dorky, maybe. What was that? I don't know. We need to be ready to fly. Okay, hold my hand. Or just hold it, like, as much as me as you can, for, like, safety. Just, like, cling to her like koala. Okay. I held on to Day like my life depended on it. She felt lighter than I imagined, like a feather. And warm. She was trembling. We were both terrified. I looked up into her eyes and I was surprised that they were staring back at me. I might be real pissed off if one of us gets fucking just axed in the back, because that shouldn't happen. The longer we stood there like that, the faster I felt the heat starting to creep back up into my face. So, like, what are the yeah, again, gotta know those, otherwise you're gonna have to carry me. Magic words? So that we can fly, if we have to. Oh, right, there's magic words. We started to move in is it like a kiss? Is it kissing? That's not words. Suddenly I wasn't that scared of the Ripper. I wasn't thinking about my plan to be bold. I was just in the moment. I wanted the moment to last just a little longer. And just when I was sure our lips would meet, let me guess, Ingrid comes into the scene. We heard a scream from inside the house. What was that? Came from inside the house. Let's fly! Take off! Let's go! Wait, we can't just leave everybody. She's like, I kind of actually wanna, but I feel like we shouldn't. Also, I didn't teach you the magic words. Felt disappointment wash over me then. If only the scream had happened a moment later. I'm gonna end this and start over. Just like... This game is all tease. And honestly, I'm like... I don't think I'm gonna play it again. To see other outcomes and stuff, and I don't care about achievements. But it's like... What, like... In my head, I'm sort of thinking about it. I'm like, what would, like, I can see what it'd be like kissing Taylor from this character. He's got lips. He's humanoid. I don't know how I'd get up there. It'd be like a stepping stool, or you'd bend down, or, like, it's like, it's not like, oh, he's just tall and stuff. Like, a lot of, like, girls are like, oh, I like tall guys, and then they gotta, like, tippy toes, and the guy kind of bends down a little bit, and they do the little, it's super cute or whatever, and that they do it in movies or whatever. It's like, nah, this motherfucker, like, 2 feet at least taller than me. Like, they say 6 foot, but he's taller than 6 foot. Or I am under 5 foot, and it's like 2 feet. I need, like, to be on top of things. But I was still kind of numb from the shock when we headed back inside. Like, we were actually just about to... I'm gonna leave it there.